Welcome. My name is Rich, and this... Hey! That was a fortuitously timed cheer. This is a Let's Play of Champions Online. A superhero MMO based on the pen and paper RPG of the same... Well, not of the same name. It's Champions. It's not It would be weird if the pen and paper RPG was called Champions Online. Anyway, today I am joined by Malhawkman and Ravenforce, who is not in this instance of Millennium City, I think, but around. Oh no, there they are. And we are going to be... Well, so it's Bionic Bullet, who is being played by Ravenforce, and Piranha, who is being played by Malhawkman, and we are going to be doing Resistance today. So, good to see you again, Technical Issues. I appreciate you taking the time to meet with me on such short notice. If you follow any scientific journals, you may have read about the recent breakthroughs at Harman Labs. James Harman plans to unveil something new today and requested my presence. Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend. Yeah, James Harman is Defender, so he is attending, just he won't be able to do anything obvious if anything goes wrong. So I'd like you to go in my place. Well, fair enough. I have saved the world like 10 times by this point. They're not expecting any problems from supervillains, but you can never tell these days. So, this is the lead-in to the adventure pack of Champions Online. I think Matrix is Captain Patriot, so yes, that is. Given that their name is correct, so invite a team. I might need to share Resistance. Oh no, they've all got it. Okay, cool. On our way then. I have retooled Technical Issues slightly so that some of the powers now generate can be used in tanking. So they generate aggro. I don't have a huge amount of experience playing as a tank. But hopefully that won't be necessary. Really, the alteration to powers like Lightning Arc and Thunderclap to have the ability to control aggro are really just about making it so that my allies don't get hurt when there's someone more resilient around. Quite a nice Art Deco decor in here. One of the lift doors isn't working properly, which is odd, but oh well. we just go straight into the lab. Welcome to Harmon Labs, technical issues. It's unfortunate Defender couldn't attend, but I understand his busy schedule. We're pleased to have you here in his place. We're going to perform a small demonstration of our newest breakthrough, the Harmon Industries Transdimensional Teleportal. It's a bit of a mouthful. We're going to use it to teleport an object from another lab via transdimensional space. When you're ready, we'll start the presentation to the audience. Wouldn't it be really awkward if by transporting the object that they were... Well, assuming that this went correctly, they transport an object to a different dimension, have it travel through that dimension, and then reappear in this dimension. Now, wouldn't it be really awkward if that other dimension was populated and the object that they were moving, like, just charged through matter on the way between the 2 points of entry and egress?
Welcome, citizens, guests, and members of the press, to the official unveiling of the new Harmon Labs teleporter. In just a few moments, you shall watch in amazement as we transport an object from this location to its destination, another of our laboratories over 50 miles away, instantaneously. Hero, it'd be my honor to ask you to step forward and activate the portal for our demonstration today.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Harmon, something's wrong. The transdimensional signal is being overridden.
I knew it! Lock and load, soldiers! Be ready for anything!
Oh, where am I? Wait! I mean you no harm! I came looking for help!
Who are you? Where did you come from?
The name's Griswold, but most people just call me Grizz. I'm a leader of a resistance cell in a world called Multifari. We're losing the fight against an evil tyrant known as Citizen Harmon. I came here looking for help.
Wait, did you say Citizen Harmon?
Listen, we don't have much time. We had to break into the conference building, access it. Any second, my team could be discovered and swarmed by Harmon's destroyed death squads.
The portal's unstable. It could collapse any second.
Please, you're our last hope. If I don't come back with help, the resistance is as good as finished.
So, Griswold, we met this world's version of the Grizz in Canada. He had booked a holiday that happened to be right in the shadow of Teleos Tower Lab. Citizen Harmon has destroids. He didn't always have them. The destroids showed up a few years ago, and he's been building them like mad ever since. They've almost completely replaced his regular security force. I'll tell you what, things were easier back when we were just fighting Carcharodons, and now you discover where Carcharodons come from. Who is Citizen Harmon? Citizen Harmon, the Destroyer. He draws his power from some dark magic and used it to destroy the city of Detroit, along with dozens of Multifaria's superheroes. When he rebuilt the place as New Harmon, rebuilt the place as New Harmon and declared himself first citizen. Most people are too scared to stand up to him, or maybe it's easier for them to believe that he's not really so bad. Clayton Griswold never saw himself as a hero, but his free spirit and talent for planning have propelled him to leadership in the resistance against Citizen Harmon. So I suppose it's not really that morals are the opposite way around. It might be that the most prominent aspect of a personality is the opposite. So in this universe, Clayton Griswold is absolute pants at planning and kind of a weed, but the Multifaria version is great at planning and is great at leadership as well. The constant fighting and oppressive conditions have worn him down, but he still dreams of one day having the freedom to travel the world. And technical issues. Technical issues? Great. Honestly, I'll take whatever help I can get. All of the superheroes in New Harmon are either in prison or working for Citizen Harmon. But there's no time to stand around talking. If you're willing to help, come on. So, despite the technicians saying that the portal could close at any time, it's quite conveniently, quite helpfully stayed open, considerately, that's the word I was looking for, considerately stayed open for us long enough to talk to the Grizz. Unfortunately, the main power I use for generating energy, ball lightning, can't have the advantage that gives threat applied to it. So the advantage is called challenge, and it applies a debuff called challenge, which holds threat on you. In fact, if I use a power that does have it, you can just about see over their heads is a sort of hazy skull. Unfortunately, ball lightning can't have challenge applied to it as an advantage. That would probably make things a bit too difficult to deal with. Talk to the Grizz. Thanks for helping us, technical issues. It means a lot to the Resistance. We're in the Conqueror's building, the headquarters for Citizen Harmon's personal vanguard of superpowered enforcers. When we learned they had an experimental interdimensional portal, we thought we'd take the risk to see if we could find outside help. Which, you know, reasonable. This place is crawling with Carcharodons, mutant shark troopers the Conqueror used to do their dirty work. The Conquerors keep them in line with a set of high-frequency beacons located throughout the building. If we overload the beacons, it should drive the Carcharodons crazy and give us all a chance to get out of here. Now, it's interesting that he says that the Carcharodons are mutant shark troopers, which kind of implies that maybe they are creations rather than naturally occurring. Although the fact that they have their own religion based around... Cool. Like Manals? Manimals? Maybe. But, yeah, it's interesting that elsewhere we've seen them described as definitely having their own religion, or at least culture, and they have well, I guess, yeah, probably religion. They have a mythical figure called the Destroyer, whom they equate Dark Destroyer or Doctor Destroyer, or I don't recall exactly what Dark Destroyer in this universe with. So they had a pre-existing culture. Shadow Destroyer, okay. So they had a pre-existing culture that had a Destroyer figure, and they equate Shadow Destroyer with that figure, and that's why they follow him. Oh, I can't... Oh, I can. Cool. So this is a Kular beacon, and during the tutorial, you have a series of these that you have to turn off in the Champions building to stop them from driving the Kular crazy. But if I interact with this one, the Kular are already crazy. because there is also QLAR in this universe. Although I don't think that you ever meet any, and you don't really get any indication of what their personality is like for aliens. I mean, in our Earth, they're invaders, but whether they are invaders here, I mean, it becomes a bit more difficult to work out what the personality of a race would be like if it's not just a diametric flip. If it's instead like you take the most prominent aspect and flip and make it the opposite. So, what would the opposite of being imperialist be? Like, isolationist? So maybe the QLAR are isolationists, and they hardly ever go anywhere. Although that would raise the question how anyone would know to build a portal, a beacon that encourages them to be crazy at all. Alright. It's interesting that their tails are still animated despite being taken down, so they're like... It reminds me of nothing so much as... cats or dogs wagging their tails. So these Carcharodons really enjoying being on the floor there. Thank you for letting me know. I don't think that I have done this before. Certainly not. I haven't done it on this character, but even if I had, I wouldn't skip it on stream because the point of the stream, as I failed to mention earlier when I started, is this Let's Play is focused on the stories that the game is trying to tell, and me making snarky comments about them. The already crazy implies that they were driven crazy by a destroyer in this universe. Well, fair enough. Tell me about the Mega Destroid Overseers. Harmon's got 1,001 models of Mega Destroid. Stay away from the center of town if you know what's good for you. The strongest bots are there, guarding his dimensional generator. But you won't be able to avoid the Overseers he uses as guards. The old man taught us, and this is in capitals, the old man, taught us that you can smash up their control consoles while they're powering up, and it takes the fight right out of them. Of course, getting to the consoles isn't a cakewalk. Yeah, I mean, we can go for trying to take down some Mega Destroids on stream, but we're going to break the Resistance's former leader out of prison. The old man is brilliant. He's a tactical genius and understands Citizen Harmon's super tech more than anyone. We need him if we're going to win this war. If we're going to hit the prison... We'll need to cripple Citizen Harmon's military infrastructure first. If we can do that and incite the local citizens to rise up against him, it should provide enough of a distraction to allow us to get to the old man.
Welcome to the city of New Harmon. Enjoy the scenery? Heck, it's the latest in fascist regimes. Let's get down to business.
To defeat
Remember how I mentioned the old man? He's the former leader of the resistance here in New Harmon. During a conqueror strike on one of our resistance hideouts, the old man got captured and locked up in New Harmon's re-education facility. The old man is brilliant. He's a tactical genius and understands Citizen Harmon's super tech more than anyone. We need him if we're going to win this war. We're going to stage a breakout at the prison. but we'll need to cripple Citizen Harmon's local military infrastructure first. We got strike teams in place near each of our targets. Arms depot. Liberate some weapons for our soldiers, then blow up the rest. Communications center. Shut down Citizen Harmon's communications and get rid of his propaganda. Conqueror's jet. Get our explosives expert, get to the jet, and blow it up. Megadestroid charging station. We got an inside man who says he can take Harmon's Megadestroids offline. If you show off any unusual abilities, the Overseers will activate and hunt you down. Worse, they'll call in reinforcements if you don't take them down quick. Hell, nobody said this was gonna be easy.
So apparently there's music in here that's unique. Cool. I haven't heard this before. So, I mean, I suppose we could just beat up everyone on the way, but we don't actually have to. Certainly it would be a bad idea to attempt this if you were playing solo. And not playing a tank, I suppose. Although it would take a while if you were playing a tank. Interesting that some aspects of this area match the Renaissance Centre. No, I don't think that we want to go for trying to get everyone, but we can make things deeply awkward for Harmon by taking on a number of his forces, quantity of his forces. I don't think we're doing this quickly enough to avoid reinforcements being called in. So, provided that we manage to defeat these guys before more show up, let's just get on with the objectives. Well, these guys do have challenge debuff applied by me, which is basically the way that you control threat if you're a tank. But it's not doing very much to alter who the Mega Destroid is attacking. Did we defeat it, or did it just disappear? Right, yes, we meet these guys. Oh yeah, backup megas are summoned pets and have a desummon timer. Oh cool, that's handy. The arms depot for downtown New Harmon is just a block away. Our job is to break in, grab all the guns we can carry, and blow up the rest. We'll need to take out that Mega Destroid Overseer first. The Overseers are almost unbeatable. Well, I guess we're just super competent then. But they're usually in sleep mode to save energy. If you can hit its regulator console while it's still powering up, you'll send a jolt of electricity through the system. Let's go. So you would want to, the console that controls this has been destroyed, but you would want to zip over and it'd be really lovely if using lightning balls would generate energy for me properly, because it feels like that isn't what it's been doing so far. Anyway. Then there are charges to lay and crates to pick up. Probably switch to the actual tanking. Oh yeah, that's probably why, isn't it? I wasn't actually on the tanking build. So there's a tanking build. I don't know why the list has gone. Oh right, because it's auto-selected. This is very irritating. Which costume? Oh no, I'm already that costume. So there's support, range damage, melee damage, tank and hybrid, which is a balance of all the things. Why? That's really, really stupid. Just having the list drop down is enough to have it choose. There we go. Now I'm actually playing as a tank. And let's also change our costume so that we match what we looked like before. Wow, cool. My character knelt down after completing placing the bomb,
Resistance doesn't know a lost cause when it sees one.
and then on her knees, just kind of scooted off frame. Hold on a minute. Oh, right. I thought the door had disappeared. Last time I tried doing this, I didn't see the guy in the corner there, waving his arms, and so I had to do as Bionic Bullet is doing and fly. Although luckily you can mount vehicles here, so travelling isn't too much of an issue. All of New Harmon's communications get routed through that building over there. Telephone, internet, satellite will cover you while you bring down the whole network. That's a major weakness in his system. Not wise. Animatrix having exactly the same power set and colours of power are a little bit confusing. But oh well. Now. Oh, they're coloured yellow. Well, it's close enough. Ah, I've just realised why I'm losing energy so quickly. It's because the Annihilator bots have an attack that drains energy. I'd forgotten, yeah. It's a real pain. Although, hopefully, if they're attacking me with it, they're not hitting all the DPS guys we've got with us with it now. This is tricky because the consoles change some of the screens to resist rather than obey. And getting the sequence right. This isn't. Okay, now will this? No. I don't know. I was just trying to do it in and get it done. Like, I don't mind if you do the pattern yourself if you know the correct order. Left and right only. Cool. Okay.
Oh, wow. Harmon's gonna be pissed.
That's just like Sapphire, but slightly goth. Is there any Resistance guys who... Oh, hey. Bunch of dudes hiding behind the building. I was looking around hoping that there might be another of those convenient... Is this it? No, it isn't. Manhole covers to immediately transport you to the next area, but if there is one, I can't see it anywhere. Hi, chap. Allow me to show you a bad time. Oh, there isn't. Oh, okay. That kind of sucks. Ah, right, okay. So it didn't arrive, it was teleported in as a... support summon. I thought that last time we tried to attack one of these guys, I thought maybe the other one had arrived. And I hadn't noticed, like flown in or something. As a they're so big, the storm cloud that I summon with lightning storm isn't above them, it's just playing around their heads. Ah yes, now I see it. I apologise for thinking that your lightning was red as well in a matrix. I think inside the Conqueror's building, the lighting was changing the cast of the appearance of your power. This one anyway. Okay. Are there like cosmetic unlock items that you can get from these guys? Oh, cool. So it's worth taking them on then. Disappeared. No worries. Oh yeah, this is the escort mission, isn't it? I've got a satchel charge here that's going to make a real big boom when I hook it up to that jet. You just keep the destroids off me while I set it up. Move out. Yeah, I think I don't think that there are any sudden ambushes before we get to the protecting part. Once they get to like actually placing the charge and waiting for it to go off. So it's just a matter of clearing the way. You don't have to worry about them getting caught by surprise extra dudes. But apparently there's a special action figure you can get for killing the big things at the end. So I guess we'll go for that. Will it be just one drop? Or like everyone gets one sort of thing. Not sure how it works. Last time you got 3 of it. Wow, weird. So these guys only approach from the ramp, because that's quite convenient. We spread out a bit too much, I think. This world probably hasn't seen resistance, open resistance like this in quite a long time. Like, this has got to be pretty business as not usual for this world.
Hey, that jet was my ticket to Bermuda next week. Okay, now I'm pissed.
Convenient that we didn't get caught in that explosion at all. Nice. Yes, okay. On the mini-map up here, the circle that we need to... that shows you where you need to go is enormous, and yet when it's on the main map, much smaller. Weird. Anyway. Talk to the mechanic. I am one of the technicians that maintain Citizen Harmon's destroids, but I hate Harmon as much as you do. I have made a virus to override the Mega Destroid's friend or foe circuits. If you load this into their consoles while they charge, it will give Harmon's security force a nasty surprise. Of course, I have not yet had an opportunity to test the virus, but none of them are in Overseer mode, so if it does not work, you can just cut loose with your powers, no? Fair enough. Wonder who this is. Like whether he's got an equivalent in our world. And I wonder what Foxbat is like in this universe. If he exists. Yavan Lafleur. Fair enough. Oh, he has a bio. You know, I haven't been thinking to check that. I was just hoping that he'd have an option in the chat section to ask him about himself. Oh. Cool. He heads up Project Awakening in Canada. Not only are these Destroid guys messing with my energy amount, but they're also messing with the energy equilibrium, so I basically have no equilibrium, which is quite frustrating. It makes it very difficult for me to actually use my powers. I haven't got any energy. Yeah, so this is...
It's about time we tracked down the rats who made a mess of our headquarters.
I forget her name, but I'll find out in a minute. Oubliette, which is an odd name for a speedster, because an oubliette is like a prison that only has a trapdoor entrance in the ceiling, and it's basically a pit that you put people in. Kayla Grant was one of many orphans of the Battle of Detroit, but she has no memories of her life before Shadow Destroyer's experiments gave her powers. Lapis Lazuli instead of Sapphire, which is not terribly imaginative, but never mind.
About time the Resistance recruited somebody who could put up a fight.
I think you're going to be disappointed that we're putting up rather more of a fight than you think you're expecting. One of the members of the Conquerors, Lapis' musical career was cut short when Shadow Destroyer recruited her to be one of his superpowered enforcers. Well, it's probably better that he's making her focus. I think we can leave these guys to it. I do just want to go back to this guy and actually read the info myself. Yvan Lafleur grew up hearing stories of his grandfather's pulp-era heroism. When he was detained and forcibly recruited by New Harmon security forces for his skill with machines, he determined to follow in his grandfather's footsteps and fight against Citizen Harmon's despotic rule as a spy and saboteur. Nice. Yeah, because these guys are focused only on one another, we can ignore them. Where the heck? Oh right, okay, over here. Yeah, the next part is the sewers, which is kind of balls. Sorry about getting lost there. I brought a friend with me. It's really amuses me that the missiles are targetable objects and will float next to you for a little while before deciding to explode. I suppose it gives you enough time, if you can deal enough damage, to destroy them before they go off, but it's not the kind of behavior that you expect from missiles.
Looks like we got company.
I can take them.
Quickly, through here.
Oh.
I jammed the door frame, but it won't hold for long.
Won't hold at all, apparently.
At the end of the tunnel.
I guess this is because I tried to fight them rather than following the Grizz. Kind of messed up the cutscene there. Oh well. I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah, it's mostly henchman level dudes, so it's not difficult to defeat them at all. Really annoying that sometimes my electricity powers aren't playing their animations, so I can't really be sure that they're doing very much. Yeah, if you are doing this and you go too close towards the door, too far forwards, then you get blown backwards. Or maybe I'm just getting blown backwards because I'm constantly being targeted. I don't know. These guys laying the mines are taking their sweet time at it, aren't they? Yeah, I had noticed that we were all getting blown backwards, but I'm pretty sure that just getting close to the getting close to this will blow you backwards as well. Yeah, there we go. I didn't get hit by anything that time, as far as I could tell. I mean, really, given the way that we're doing, given how we're managing, we could probably just keep holding these guys off here until they run out of troops. Like, we've got a pretty decent bottleneck. I mean, maybe they'd find another way in, like through a different door or something. and come round and flank us. But as things are set up at the moment, or as they're happening just at the moment, it's not. They're not actually doing that much against us.
Quick, before they organize another attack, we need to get past the lines and arm them.
Come on.
Use the radio to arm the mines. That should slow them down for a bit. Let's get out of here before they recover.
Oh, we just need to follow Grizz. Impressed that these Carcharodon guys are capable of hiding in, like, 2 feet of water that is not, like, crystal clear, but is clear enough that you can see right through it to the, underneath of the, like, the floor of the, sewers. And also, that guy who was a supervillain level, who was, like, super enormous, Sharkman. Pretty sure that certainly his fin was sticking up further than... Are we glad to see you? We've been living down here for nearly a week. It's kind of smelly, but it reeks less than that fascist Citizen Harmon. We were forced to flee down here after his goons tried to arrest us for organising a student protest. It was pretty quiet down here until about an hour ago. The place started to fill with water, and these weird-looking sharks started swimming around our camp. Poor Roger over there got bit by one of them. What should we do?
What's that noise?
Oh, we're gonna need a bigger platform.
Where are they coming in from? They're just dropping out of... Oh, there's pipes in the ceiling. But they're all quite small pipes. Yeah, so one of these guys, a Sawtooth, whose chest is probably deeper than the depth of the water. And certainly the fin on his back is. So these shark guys are coming in through these pipes in the ceiling. They're in the water, or maybe they're using compression tech, or lots and lots of lube. Well, I suppose it's true that sharks don't have bony skeletons. They have cartilage skeletons. So they might be more capable of squeezing than you might suspect. It still can't be comfortable on their fleshy bits, though. Why couldn't I see my target. That's weird. Oh right, I just got pulled over by a hammerhead. Hook shot power. We done yet?
Lucky I have a hard head.
Oh nice. Swimming gear. Where the hell is Grizz? Oh, there he is. Has he gotten stuck? That would be awkward. Come on, dude. Get the story moving.
I suppose it could have been worse. It just got worse.
Thanks, Grizz. That was really helpful.
I'll do what I can from the spillways. Get down the tunnel to the pump room and restart the pump.
Amazing that we can hold our breath for this long. It's also amazing that those people who we rescued, the refugees, can hold their breath for this long as well. You might almost think, well, if you notice at all, you might almost think it's perhaps a little suspicious. There's still enemies spawning. Your fire patch fell to the floor. Wild. Oh no, they're coming on it. Coming along anyway. You don't need to... I thought maybe I needed to go and talk to Grizz. Get him moving, but no. He'll come along on his own. Slowly.
It's too darn dangerous to leave these people here. They're coming with us. We're almost to safety. Let's get a move on.
Oh yeah, this will be... The room ahead is where I got to last time I tried this.
There's a door to a hidden resistance stronghold in the next area. We can take a breather there before heading to the prison. Whoa! Everybody stop! We sure kicked the hornet's nest. They sent spy drones to find us smart, and they ain't particularly dangerous by themselves. Problem is, they have a teleporter transponder. Once they ID a hostile with their sensor code, you got a few seconds to put them down before you're hip deep in destroy. I'm a wanted resistance fighter. The drones will ID me instantly if I go out there and we'll be overrun. If you go, the drones will take a few seconds to scan you before calling in help. Take advantage of that. Better yet, try not to be seen. I'll babysit the city.
Nice that the cutscene decided to place my character right in the way there. So I destroyed one of these guys at long range, and it kind of disappeared awkwardly and wouldn't complete the scenario. Like, it wouldn't turn around and float over to me, and the scenario got bugged and I couldn't complete it wouldn't acknowledge that I'd defeated the last of them, so I couldn't activate the secret door here. To let us move on.
Halt!
It's okay, everyone. Bear with me. This hero's gonna help us bust the old man out.
Hey, Grizz! Well, any friend of yours is welcome here.
All right, let's grab some hot grub and make some flame.
Yes, we're going to introduce some technical issues to... no worries. To Citizen Harmon's regime. Talk to General O'Connor. Is that a reference to Terminator? I forget what the name of the resistance leader in Terminator is, who you meet in Terminator 2. Welcome, technical issues. I'm glad you and Grizz made it here safely. We're going to need you. The attack on Harmon Center went well. Sarah Connor, right, yes. Alright, this is the person. Look what her info says. A ragtag group of civilians and ex-military who have taken on the role of freedom fighters in order to end Citizen Harmon's oppressive regime. The attack on Harmon Center went well. We've taken heavy losses, but Citizen... Oh,
Hey,
damn it.
what's going on over there?
You only actually have a certain amount of time before...
I guess I'm not very hungry.
Before this happens. Where did she pull that from? We've taken heavy losses, but Citizen Harmon's security forces have pulled back into a perimeter there and appear disorganized. Looks like Harmon's circling the wagons until he can figure out what we're up to. Grab a quick bite to eat before you head to the prison. You've earned it. And then this happens because the people who we brought with us actually turn out to be robots.
We have to get the old man. Follow me to the west tunnel.
I reckon we could take them. Horde is endless. Yeah. So you actually do have to leave. You can't just stay and fight them all off because they never stop. So let's go.
We need to finish planting the demo charges. Get some from the crate. I'll try to keep these metal morons off it.
The tone of his voice there changed dramatically, and I don't just mean like he was really badly upset about losing his friend Fritz, and then completely normal tone of voice. Oh, must have demolition charges. Right. I was wondering why I had these objective markers when I hadn't picked up any of the charges that I was supposed to put on them.
Use the radio to detonate the charges. Last charge. I'll get it. Why? Won't you?
He'll be alright. He just needs to walk it off. I do really like the Grizz, and I'm not upset about this because I actually know that he's fine. He'll dig himself out later and appear at the end. The first time I played through that, I was more invested. And bothered by his sacrifice. You got here right in the nick of time. I wonder if he's got info. Mastermind behind one of the Resistance's top crews, Nathan Hutton and his team stole, schemed and swindled their way into the prison for this all-important final operation. I must return to my own universe. That seems a bit selfish. If you need to go, I can help sneak you out of here and back to your own world. Are you sure you wish to leave? If you're sure, then hand back the disguise. We'll probably need it here. If you're set on going, then I have to let you go. I'd be no better than Harmon if I kept you here. Wish us luck. You will need it. No, I'm not going to do that. Horns and tail are gone. It's a really good disguise. That's what it is. The hat, it has dimensional space in it, and I assume that you've just got your tail wrapped around you. What happens if I'm spotted? If you get spotted, the guards will take you to interrogation. Members of the Resistance will come to your aid if they can. It's best if you keep your head down. Tell me about the EMP gun. My tech guy, Alec Hodge, gave me something to help with the detection bot problem. The EMP gun that came with your disguise has just enough juice in it to short out those destroyed detection bots. If you get spotted, blast them with the gun and get out of there. Find a place to lay low for a bit. If you get spotted, they'll put the whole cell block into lockdown, and Warden Arcana will know something's going on. One more thing. The gun needs some time to recharge. Something about a capacitor. Anyway, be careful how you use the EMP gun. You wouldn't want to be caught off guard. If you're talking in local rather than team, I can't see what you say because I'm on a different tab. Arcana will be witchcraft, which presumably means that talisman exists in this universe as well. Yeah, there we go. I can see what you're saying now. There was a screen of the defeated. They've got some of those robots walking around, destroids. They scan in front of them, in front of where they're walking, looking for people who aren't in their system. See, they put some of those little ID chips into all the guards and prisoners so they know who's supposed to be here and who isn't. I let myself get chipped so I could pass as a guard, but you don't have one. Any guard who sees you're not from around here will also be able to trigger an alarm, so keep your head down and try to blend in. We have to choose a group to free, maybe the magic, maybe the other guys. What's going on? Let me lay it out for you, technical issues. We need to get the old man out of the Supermax cell. Because of the ruckus outside, Warden Arcana and some of her top flunkies have set themselves up in there and are waiting for us to try something. I've got a plan, though. The Resistance has been casing this place for months. We know what we need to do, but we're gonna need your help to execute it. To get the old man out of his cell, we're going to need to draw away the Warden's lackeys. To do that, we need to start a riot in each cell block. The Warden won't come down to calm the party, but she'll send one of her people to stop it. Yeah, they've only got one appearance for female characters in disguise, so I assume that we'll end up looking like... not triplets, what's the one after that? Quintuplets? Quadruplets? How are we going to con the guards? Welcome to prison, technical issues. My crew and I have been casing this place, looking for weak spots so we can get the old man out of his cell and back on our side. We need your help to pull this plan off. But first, you're going to need to look like one of the locals. Here, put this prison uniform on. And there we go, I have transformed. What's the plan for cell block A? First thing we've got to do is break my people out of their cells. They've been sitting tight, waiting for the sign to go, and that, my friend, is you. Once we get them out, we're going to give the other Resistance members the ability to fight back and foul up the prison security system. If we play our cards right, we'll have a nice little riot on our hands, and Arcana will be down one stooge. I'm not sure where the device to disable the bots is in my inventory, because tell me about the EMP gun. Power 4. Ah, right. Because we're transformed, our powers are different. Ah, thank you. I hadn't noticed that. So, I've got Brawl, Throwing Knife, Wallop, and EMP Blaster. Oh, cool. I guess we could have a go at doing that. Or, I mean, I'll have a go at it. I'm not sure exactly what... This eye over here is Nathan Hutton, not someone in the previous room that we need to talk to. Okay. It's not super clear what exactly we're supposed to be doing. It's a bit vague. Okay, opening all the cell doors. That's a good start for a prison break and distraction. So that was all. McRudder. This is a reference to MacGyver, I think. He's even got almost the right hair. It's not quite a mullet, but brace yourself, this could be fun. A resourceful member of the Resistance, McRudder is known for being able to put together useful gadgets from found objects. I need you to help me collect components I can make into weapons. If we can arm some of our people, we'll be able to take over this cell block and draw away some of the guards from around the old man's cell. I've given you a list and marked some places I think they might be keeping the supplies I need. That's not something I can interact with. So where's the server? Back through... back here, okay. Yeah, if possible, I would prefer to see get to see all the parts, like show all the parts on stream. So I would prefer it if we stuck together. So, crate of pens is one of the ingredients that Magruder wanted. So we want to go through here to the security system area. To get close enough to this guy to... turn him off.
Disinvolved. Darkbot reinitializing.
We all need the help. We need all the help we can get. Technical issues.
Disinvolved.
Servered. You ready for this? Technical issues? We're going to hack prison security to make all our lives a little bit easier. It's a two-person job, so we're going to have to work together on this one to make it happen. Mission has a 2-minute time limit. Very impressive that I can be interacting with the server whilst facing away from it. Cool. Go to sleep. Do I need to talk to him? Probably not.
Darkbot reinitializing.
Oh, is there something through here that we need? Oh yeah, there is. Didn't notice. Oh, cool. That's alright. I was here just in time to see these boxes flashing. So I've picked up crates of duct tape. Did it not used to be shared, so everyone had to pick up everything individually? That's wild. Go to sleep.
Darkbot disabled. Darkbot reinitializing.
Yeah, that's everything. Yeah, excellent. Give me a moment and I'll make the weapons. If you lose them, I should have enough parts to make a few more. If you need additional weapons, I can make more, but we've got to make sure they get distributed to our people here in Cell Block A. Oh. Distribute weapons. That'll probably be mostly to the people through here. Bit difficult to tell where he's facing. Is he just facing the wall? That's convenient. I think I'll go and just keep him knocked out. Oops. He turned around just as I was approaching him. Thankfully, he didn't quite catch me. And the fight's already started because we've managed to equip everyone. The Warden, you may notice and recognise, is Kodiak. Oh. It was defeated whilst I was dealing with the other guards. Oh well. So who's in B and who's in C? Apparently it's go through block B or C. I think I remember doing one with Psy. So I'd quite like to do the magic one. Well, let's just go with B. Oh, charm is C. What's the plan for block B? This block has some of the rougher prisoners, mutants, beastmen, aliens, and those sorts of people. One of my teammates has been pushing these groups towards an all-out war, and all we need is for you to set them off. Head into the infirmary. Sophie will have a better idea of what we need to do to light this powder keg. Okay, I can probably rush him. This way. Who's Sophie Turner? Like, who's that a reference to? I don't know who Sophie Turner is. Sophie Bellman. Here's the con technical issues. Are you with the Resistance? Yes, I am. Nate and I have been running a long con on Warden Arcana, pretending to be model employees. The others allowed themselves to be arrested so we could be in place for this plan to go off. Then we're all getting out of here, and we're taking all the other Resistance members with us. The largest population of inmates in this cell block belongs to a mercenary group called the Dogs and a gang called the Elementals. The way I see it, we need to set off a conflict between those two groups. They've been warned about fighting, and the leaders have been keeping their rank and file members in line, so but I think we can set them off. What do we do? Black Fang is one of the leaders of the Dog's mercenary group. He and Ferd, leader of the Elementals, have been sniping at one another since day one. I think Black Fang only needs a little nudge to send him over the edge. As a lycanthrope, he has a strong pack instinct. We can use that to our advantage. If he thinks the Elementals have attacked his pack without a provocation, he'll confront Ferd directly. Well, she might be. Well, the thing is, Black Fang is from Vibora, but Ferd is from Southwest Desert. He's a leader of the Irradiates. There's a quest to defeat him. He roams randomly outside Project Greenskin. Gina Bellman and Sophie DeVrue. Oh, from Leverage. Ferd thinks of himself as a gentleman rogue, though between you and me, he and the rest of his outfit are regular street thugs. He's been the cooler head in the war between these two gangs, so we're probably going to need to convince him to fight Black Fang. Remind him he needs to stand up to big predators like Black Fang if he looks like he's wavering. I'm sure he'll come out swinging with just a little nudge. Once their leaders are going at it, everyone else will jump into the fray and we'll have a riot on our hands. I understand. So, steal drugs from infirmary. That's over here, I guess. Wow. Look at the claw marks. And there's also manacles on the walls there. Nice.
Guardbot reinitializing. Guardbot disabled. Guardbot reinitializing. Guardbot disabled. Guardbot reinitializing. Guardbot reinitializing. Guardbot disabled. Guardbot reinitializing. Guardbot disabled. Guardbot reinitializing. Guardbot disabled. Guardbot reinitializing.
I wonder why this guardbot is stuck in detected mode. Anyway, that's been done.
Guardbot disabled. Guardbot reinitializing.
Tell Black Fang what? His people have been poisoned. They've been what? The Elementals have done what to my people? That's it. The mutant freak has finally crossed the line. I'll kill him.
Guardbot reinitializing.
Not sure where Ferd is. Apparently he's not a valid target. He might be caught too close to
Guardbot disabled.
having detected
Guardbot reinitializing. Guardbot disabled. Detected. Guardbot disabled. Guardbot reinitializing. Guardbot reinitializing.
So, I'm not sure where Third is.
Unidentified entity detected. Guardbot disabled.
Feral Felon
Guardbot reinitializing.
upstairs. Right, and of course there are
Guardbot disabled.
detection bots up here as well.
Guardbot reinitializing.
Aha, I'm on the wrong side.
Initializing. Unidentified entity detected. Unidentified Guardbot detected.
Yeah, except in the desert, Third is already an irradiate, so he won't look the same here. Oops.
Go quietly or in pieces, rebel scum.
Didn't get to talk to Third. Why have they all fallen over and they're still dragging across the floor?
Start talking, hero.
Is that because we were found?
Powers? How did you breach our security? How did you what? Hey, you're not allowed in here.
Hey, we've come to get you. Take a moment, but then we have to get moving again.
We've secured the room. Help me tie up the guards.
Speak with Beth. What happened to me? One of the guards detected you. They were closing in, but we were able to distract them and bring you here. Put your disguise on. I'll help you sneak back. Hurry. Okay. Former thief. Okay. Elliot. Elliot Kane's claim to fame within the Resistance is the time he beat a destroid with his bare hands.
Unidentified Guardbot disabled.
No, this one hasn't reset for some reason.
Guardbot disabled.
Oh, nuts.
Guardbot reinitializing. Disabled. Guardbot initializing. Guardbot reinitializing. Unidentified entity detected. Guardbot disabled.
Ah, here he is. Oh, he looks the same. Certainly looks like a mutant. One of the more powerful inmates, the Elementals consider Third to be the strongest of them all. What game is that irascible mongrel playing at now? The Elementals would never stoop so low as to use anything as common as poison. However, what you say is true. If I do not stand up to the beast, my people will bear the worst of it. So be it. I will confront the beast. I think you should teach him a lesson.
I was hoping for a riot. Cooperative prisoner form.
Wonder who this is. Black Mask. Oh, this will be...
Guardbot reinitializing.
Past, present, and future mingle in Multifaria. Lucius Riley is the 13th generation to wear the black mask, but he has met most of the others. Without exception, they feel that he has betrayed what the mask stands for by serving Citizen Harmon. Is it okay to change back here? I suppose I'll just go ahead and do it. Is it only during the fight against, presumably... the one at the end? The Warden? Where we... yeah, it's okay. Are we able to go back and go to cell block C, or... is it shut off to us now? No, we need to go to D now. Okay, never mind then. Oh yeah, it says fight through block D, break out Stacy Turner. Alright. Talk to Nathan Hutton. What's the plan for Block D? Block D is the last stop before the Supermax cell. In here, they're holding mentalists, psychics, and other folks with mental powers. Psy's lost a lot of people to the hot sleep chambers because of the potential threat they pose. I was able to contact one of their top people before she was put into her chamber. She's agreed to work with us on this one. The guards are onto us now, so no need for any disguises. I've marked Stacy Turner's hot sleep chamber on your map. Free her first. Good luck. Stacy's mental powers have made her acutely aware of the feelings of others and able to feel their pain. She joined Psy to help advance its mission of peaceful, just conflict resolution. Mine's there, yeah. I knew she would be one of the two main female members of Psy. I couldn't remember which one was which. My name is Stacy Turner, and I work for a mediation organization called Psy. We haven't helped the resistance, but I think it's time we started. Simon is the leader of Psy. We'll need his help if we hope to survive. He's being held in a containment room nearby. If you can get me there, I can free him and convince him that allying with the resistance is in our best interests. Please, can you stop going on ahead of me? Keep the guards off Stacy Turner. How do we get him out of here? Leave that to me, technical issues. Cover me while I free Simon. Exclamation mark period. Nice. If they overwhelm us, we can fall back and try again. I think I hear them coming. Are you ready? Hopefully they only spawn in through the doors. Rather than like at random, like at the beginning of one of these ramps or something. I'm surprised we're not making any efforts to get the rest of the people out of this hot sleep stuff. Because, I mean, it would be more problems for the guards to try and deal with. The more people you free during a prison break, the better the diversion it is. Oh, these guys are teleporting in. They couldn't find a redeemable story for Menton, so chose Simon instead. Unless they're nuts for fighting us. Yeah, I guess they might be a genuine danger to us and unwilling to work alongside us. That would make it a bad idea to try and free them. Yeah, I do remember that this appears to be a universe where maybe not morality is flipped, but the most prominent personality traits are flipped.
What's going on? Who is this?
The short answer is, the Resistance and I have busted you out of jail, boss. We need your help to lock down this cell block.
You know I don't like using my powers.
I know, but if you don't act, we're all going to be captured. At best, you and I will be put back into hot sleep. At worst, we'll all be executed.
Stacy.
In any case, the Resistance will be finished. But if you help them, then we might all have a chance.
Okay, but we'll do this my way. I can only hold everyone for so long, so go quickly, and good luck.
So, instead of being Mindslayer, Stacy is kind rather than cruel. Simon doesn't like using his powers rather than liking using them all the time. I don't really have that much of a read on not Mindslayer. Who was the other one? Medusa's personality? That cutscene, the single most powerful experience in CC. In CO. Arcana, who is witchcraft. Bethany Dukenzie had no patience for her slow, gentle magic. The slow, gentle magic practiced by her parents and sister. She has spent her life seeking power from darker sources. She has much in common with Shadow Destroyer, and there are rumors that the two of them are romantically involved. I wonder whether Shadow Destroyer is into buildings as well.
So you think you can release the old man? Think again.
You think you can stop me? Think again.
I've killed heroes before. I'll kill you too.
How is that guy even fitting in this room? Oh, it was yours. Those went by a bit quickly.
Harmon has taught me magic you can only dream of.
I don't need to dream about good magic, because I'm awake. Claim your essence as my own. Fight for me and feast upon my enemies. As you command it, so it shall be, mistress. So in this universe, she actually conjures a competent demon key that wants to work for her. Doesn't do her any good, though. I may have skipped through something there because I was pressing F to try and escape from a control effect. And he just walks off. That was a quick costume change. How did he know his stuff was in there?
At last, I am whole again. The true Dr. Destroyer has returned. Now I will take my vengeance upon this interdimensional usurper, this Shadow Destroyer, this Citizen Harmon, who has dared to imprison me like a slave so he could command my armies. I know you. You and I are of the same Earth. Now you will assist me in ending this charade. You will help me crush this Shadow Destroyer and send him screaming back to Klipthoth. Why? Because you are a hero. Because if you don't, the Resistance will be crushed, thousands will die, and Shadow Destroyer will turn his eye once again to our world. You need my aid to defeat him here, in the heart of his power. You may hate me for my past actions, but you cannot deny that what I say is true. So speaks Dr. Destroyer.
You can tell he's got a massive ego because he talks in third person. Escape the prison. Now I think it's climactic battle against Dr. Destroyer. Well, with Dr. Destroyer against Shadow Destroyer. General O'Connor. We'll only get one chance at this. If the old man really can shut down all those robots, we'll have to make our attack count. as soon as the robots are out of the way, we've got to take down those generators surrounding the tower.
James Harmon, face me!
Ugh.
Albert Zerstoiten, I'd hoped to keep you alive a bit longer. Your destroids made useful servants. So useful that you brought my army into your city. You are a fool, Citizen Harmon. With this armor back in my rightful grasp, I take back what you have stolen. My destroyed robots are no longer yours to command. I'm the fool? This gateway to Trithal gives me power beyond imagining. I will defeat you again, and this time I shall feed you to my...
Cut off at the end there, nice, but it was I will feed you to my masters. Great job breaking the old man out of prison. Now we'll give Shadow Destroyer something to chew on. Pilot a Mega Destroid. The good news is that the old man has given orders to all of the Destroids in town to fight against Citizen Harmon. The bad news is that these Mega Destroids have all had their CPUs burnt out. That means we need living pilots inside them. Are you up for it? Strap me in. This is... Oh, exit Mega Destroid. Okay, probably not going to do that. So we've got an uppercut, Mega Punch combo. Remember, you can block, very important. Cool. There's I-Beam, Missile Swarm, Destroyer Blast, and Self-Repair. We destroyed a depot of them, probably the ones in the region, but this is quite a large city, and maybe these ones were brought in from outside. So we need to head in to the center here, to the Shadow Nexus. The wrong button. I'm impressed that these guys are continuing to try and stop us, despite, you know, how obviously poorly it's gone for everyone that we've fought before. They're like, this time I'll be the one to manage it. The other guys got stomped into pancakes, or lasered into nothingness, but I can do it, I can deal with it. I can manage with my rocket launcher. Hey, welcome. Admiral Milo. Nice to see you here. You joined us at a particularly exciting moment. Me and the people helping me are piloting some mecha suits, basically. I'm not quite sure how it's supposed to work exactly, because these are supposed to be giant robots. Quite why there's space inside them for pilots, I couldn't tell you. Shadow Colossus. I wonder if we're in the shadow of the Colossus. So we've come through to an alternate universe where basically things are opposite, and we've helped with a prison breakout, and now we're fighting against the evil dictator who controls this dimension. But yeah, these are supposed to be giant robots, not giant mech suits, so I'm not, as I said, I'm not entirely sure how we are genuinely piloting them. Why is there space inside them? Sinister creature formed of Depothic energy and animated by magic. Shadow Destroyer used these colossi to enforce his will before he began to mass-produce destroids. Another one's come out. Cool. Yeah, I didn't realize either. So now that I know, I would appreciate if you could oops. I didn't notice you say that either, Bionic Bullet. Oh, don't do that, basically. Okay. Just yeet him into the atmosphere. I'm quite bad at blocking anyway, but I don't know what attacks are telegraphed by what movement sequences, so I don't know which ones I'm supposed to block. Alright. Team of guys over here very wisely not doing anything. Don't feel like that gave me enough of a warning to know that it was going to be one of the big bubble attacks. Oh well, defeated it anyway.
Your portal is near collapse. How much power do you dare draw through it now?
Brave words, Sir Stoiton. Your destroids lie in pieces, and you're nothing without your robots. I still wield powers you cannot imagine. This is nothing but an inconvenience.
So Stoiton has some help, though. I assume we don't want to get near these unstable shadow crystals. Also called a shadow core, this sphere contains enough concentrated spiritual decay to blight a city. This crystal has been formed into an unstable gate and is dangerously unstable. Good, I'm glad they really let us know that it was unstable. Twice. I assume destroying these is helpful? The unstable instability is incredibly unstable. Energize him. Oh, destroy them when he's near to them and they'll stun him. Cool. I'm glad that I got it down most of the way so I could stun him quickly.
Imitation of the true destroyer.
These are some Gothic horrors.
We fought before, Sir Stoiton. I've already proven I'm more powerful than you.
Well, that might be true, but Sir Stoiton is no longer alone, or at least in this fight he's not alone. Hit that. We're getting there. probable that he's...
Come forth, spawn of my masters! Make this world like your own.
It's probable that he's giving most of his attention to Dr. Destroyer, so we're not getting as much of it. Endbringer. A sinister creature formed of cathartic energy and animated by magic. Shadow Destroyer used these colossi to enforce his will before he began to mass-produce destroids. So it's like the same info text as the massive ones that we fought whilst we were in the big destroid robots. Blah 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 blah. Little making words. And of course, once he started getting close to losing, he ran away and found some other help. Shadow Destroyer's back, and he's even bigger than before. Literally, he has somehow grown, and his armor has grown with him.
Clipforth is home to horrors without number. What? The gates of the... No! I embody destruction! My master!
I despise magic. So imprecise.
Whoa! I saw the whole thing! Citizen Harmon is finally gone, isn't he?
It was inevitable. Once he set himself against Destroyer, I will return to rule this place. Once Earth also acknowledges Destroyer's supremacy. This too is inevitable. You have seen the awesome might of Destroyer and the depth of his foresight. Do not forget them.
I think you just got lucky with us turning up to help you. Otherwise you wouldn't have managed solo against him. Yeah, I'm curious about whether the Destroids are still friendly or not. If they're even still here. Those are Resistance members. Oh, not Resistance members, but members of Harmon's security forces. They are, cool. Nice. Oh, there's some here as well. Anyway, let's head back to Millennium City. I thought you were dead. It takes more than an explosion and a few tons of collapsing rock to keep the Grizz down. An explosion right in your face. Do you think I'd kick the bucket before I saw Harmon go down? Why didn't you tell me who the old man and Citizen Harmon were? At first, I didn't know. Sure, sometimes Citizen Harmon calls himself the Great Destroyer, but how was I supposed to know you call him Shadow Destroyer? He probably does count as a metahuman. Oh, and his costume's different now as well. He's got bandages on and ripped clothing. Nice. As for the old man, if we knew he was Dr. Destroyer and he'd destroyed Detroit on Earth, would we still have worked with him? I don't know. We weren't exactly flush with good alternatives before you came along. I'll tell you one thing, if Dr. Destroyer comes back to Multifaria, he's not going to get a hero's welcome. Not like you will. And again, civilians in CO are naturally tough. Yeah. All in a day's work. You don't know how much this means to us, and to everybody in New Harmon. You've given us real hope for the first time in years. We've retaken the Conqueror's building. If the portal to Earth is working again, we can send you back through whenever you're ready. Take me there now. So previously I wasn't able to complete the mission in the Andrithal ruins. I wonder if you guys would be willing to come along and play through that. Cool. Oh yes, here we are. Charm. This will be mild-mannered sister of Warden Arcana. Charm is a member of the benevolent Circle of the Scarlet Moon. She's wearing a costume that's reminiscent of the demon costume, although the colours are slightly different. Anyway. Well, if the Circle is benevolent and kind, the Circle of the Scarlet Moon in Multifaria, then Demon probably is a benevolent organisation in Multifaria as well, although I don't imagine that it would... Would they even share the name Demon? Would they have kept it, or would they be called something else? I mean, Circle of the Scarlet Moon isn't... Oh yeah, maybe Angel. Circle of the Scarlet Moon isn't outright evil. It kind of... It doesn't sound great, but... It's not outright evil in the same way that Demon sounds evil. So... Echoes of Andrith. I'll share that, and... we can go on to it. Your game locked up, Captain Patriot. No worries. We'll wait, and you can relog. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind if we have another person playing a tank, but I realise I'm not, maybe not that great at playing a tank, but on the other hand, during that adventure pack, I didn't really get much of a chance because everything was too spread out, I feel. Like the fights we were in against the sub-wardens, we were mostly in disguise until the last one. Okay, cool. Oh no, not that one. This one. Okay, just send me a tell when you're ready. Oh, apparently Captain Patriot's tea's ready. If you need to leave, then that's fine. No worries. Is that how you get the title? That's wild. What title I should choose from? There's a lot of them. Wow. Go with the ultimate. Ah, right, Arclight, of course. I just remembered now. You're not forgettable at all. I just wasn't paying attention. So we can probably teleport to the right area of Monster Island. Was it with this guy? So the beach, transport to Ekinoka Shore. Force if my new healer can't give enough resist, I'll switch before boss fight because I do not want to fail that fight. Fair enough. No, I don't want to duel. Thank you. I have no interest in dueling whatsoever. Yep, sure. I wonder why these exclamation marks are appearing and disappearing. That's pretty weird. When I logged in, this guy was entirely absent. I think transport to Ekinoka Shores probably get me to the closest part. Certainly not far from here. Nope. I've done the Mandragore. Ravenforce came and assisted me against the Bronze King at the end. I just wasn't... I tried to do Andrithal solo and got to the first boss and couldn't manage to do any significant damage to him. I think I spent like an hour in the map, most of which felt like certainly felt like it felt the fight took an hour, but it probably didn't. Don't kiss supervillains, you don't know where they've been. It is clear the Lemurians think there is something of great value buried here at Monster Island, or they would not have sent so many Lemurian forces at a time when there is such upheaval in their native land. The Lemurians of old were known for their strange and terrible doomsday devices, so in all likelihood they are trying to dig up some long-buried superweapon. We need to put a stop to this, and the best way to do that is to take on the Lemurian leadership on Monster Island. Vikorin the Blind and his servant, the Hirg Coruscator, were last seen entering Andrithal, entering Andrith ruins from the top of the volcano in Andrithal. Yeah, I got to Hirg Consecrator and couldn't manage to defeat him. Yeah, the Lemurians really like their exploding rocks for some reason. Okay. I have no idea who Samantha Fox is, so I wouldn't know whether something is from her song or not. Wow, that's irritating. Due to how much energy I have in tank form, thanks to my equilibrium, I can't actually use ball lightning when my energy is at equilibrium. Ball lightning being the power that is my main source of energy. Oops. Oh yes, that's right. Don't walk over the grates. Can't open the door whilst it's being guarded. So where's the last guard? Was it just an egg or something? Found a golden egg. They don't really do anything anymore. It'd be really great if I could stop being on fire so I can interact with the door. interesting. One of the eggs had a Lemurian idol in it. Perhaps they were training it in the egg to be a priest or something. It is a little bit baffling how eggs can drop loot. Do they come out of the eggs wearing the gear? Oh, weird. Sells shield charms. Okay. Do we need one of those? Last time I was here, this guy was actually stuck in the wall and couldn't leave. And you couldn't hurt him, so I'm not quite sure. It's probably best to leave him be, really. Because he can't follow you. Well, there's still people in the hall. Oops. Or did you get lost? Oh no, I'm on fire. I can't open the door. There we go. really weird that a plate on the floor is a targetable object and can have a debuff applied to it. Or, well, it's not quite targetable, but there's something there which can have a debuff on it. Hopefully it won't be necessary to try and turn off the floor. Whoops. Wow. Scattering his little buff things like Sonic scatters rings when he's hurt. Whoops. Oh yeah, there's a button. Well, when I was in here solo, it wasn't really necessary because I could avoid the plates on the floor. I also wouldn't have been able to. I wouldn't have had the opportunity. See, his attention was always entirely on me, and I didn't have a chance at any point. Circuit breaker. Sorry I'm not saying much. I feel like there's a bit too much going on, and there isn't really anything to comment on. I wonder why you would need a ramp down into lava. Yeah, what a good idea it is to lay your egg directly in the lava, progenitor. I'm sure that won't go poorly for the egg at all. Can't leave whilst the door is being guarded. Who's guarding the door? There's got to be an egg somewhere, isn't it? Ow. Oof. And then right in the lava. Cool. Ooh, Lemurian backspikes. Wow. Just toss everyone up into the air. Nice. Vicar in the Blind. And quite a tubular sort of piece of headgear. What does his info say? Wow, that's a lot. Born into House Hirg, Vicarin, who was once a frail and sickly child, now the fear begins. Grew into a very well-trained Lemurian soldier. Having come so far from the child he once was, forced him to push harder and harder. While practicing his fencing with a live Ignacio, Lemurian sword filled with the power of fiery magic, he struck too hard, accidentally shattering the blade. His face and eyes were blasted by Ignatium, blinding him for the rest of his life. He developed his senses of sorcery to take the place of his eyes. He became the first sorcerer to undo Andrith's spell, the one that trapped Lemurians in human form. The children of his house are all born in lizard form now, but they are kept hidden because of Arvad's law that all throwbacks be killed. Vicarin is an ardent supporter of the Bleak Ones. I wonder which came first. I can't imagine that orders that no, it's not a valid target, so presumably we need to destroy these. Would you want to bet that the orders to kill all throwbacks came before the throwback Lemurians went over to the Bleak Ones and started worshipping them. It was Arvad being a knobhead that caused the throwback Lemurians to... Guess what happens if you fall in lava? You freeze. Really? I was going to say, you get set on fire, don't you? It happened to me. Wow, it's really difficult to hear his voiceover work. So he said, "Overconfidence will be your undoing, superhero. You may have defeated my minions, but on this day it will be Vikarin who is triumphant. And then not so fast, hero." What if I was a sorcerer superhero? Well, I suppose it might still be relevant in that it's Lemurian sorcery. But, I mean, it doesn't even have to be magic as a power choice. I could be a technology-based superhero with no superpowers, or no direct superpowers of my own. Is your character, Elizabeth Murphy, supposed to be a hero? Supposed to be a villain or something then? Is it just me, or does that not actually have a Until agent? Well, close enough. Not close enough to villain. I mean, close enough to being a hero. I think that the Until agents are plenty heroic. Is it just me, or does his big stun attack not have a particular telegraph animation? I just had shield up, and I had it up for a while. Why did it just cut straight through? That's bollocks. Oh, it's just fine for the villains to have crowd control, but for hero wants crowd control. Ooh, no, can't do that. Oh, fuck's sake. Thank you. Appreciate you getting me back into the fight. I'm surprised you can still move while stunned like that. seem like there's enough to differentiate the different types of control effects on players. Like, I realize that the stun effect has like a kind of purpley spiral over the head and kind of yellow swirls over the eyes, but even that's not particularly easy to see. Oh wow. So a phase change, which doesn't usually happen in City of Hero, Champions Online rather. Are these, I presume they're supposed to be lava or fire elementals, or, well, probably not elementals, but golems. Are they, is it possible to kill them? Wow, this guy's got a lot of health. Oof. Damn. Whoops, so am I. Thank you. Progress to get fully off the steps when you're in the when he's used the stun power. So I think I've seen people on like the lowest steps still get thrown backwards. In the follow-up knockback attack. Yeah, there we go. Luckily I've been lined up with the platform behind us, so I haven't actually landed in lava. but still probably don't want that to happen. Well, we're getting there, gradually. I wonder where these Lemurians are coming in from, eating cohates. There aren't any eggs or anything around. Are they just coming straight out of the lava? Is he teleporting them in? Sorry, I wasn't concentrating. Thank you. Oh. Okay, so they are magma golems. Is he going to keep using that crowd control ability? And we've got to just get as far away from him as possible down the steps in hopes that... Yeah. Touch the lava, never mind, despite trying to be careful not to set foot in it. Surely he has to be sweating now, or at least the lizard equivalent of sweating. Because by this point, he's been telling us over and over again that our pathetic superpowers are no match for Lemurian sorcery. And yet, he's on... like a 6th health? Oh, for fuck's sake. Thank you. Ah, get out of the way, let me off the platform! Oh, for fuck's sake, not that way. Wretched Incohate's got in the way, so I couldn't get off the platform quickly enough. Why aren't the Incohates getting set on fire by being in the lava? That's a bit shit. It's really great how the way that your character's movement is that means that if you move a little bit too quickly down the stairs backwards, you'll skip down them, just bounce right off them, and land in the lava. Wow. That was a lot. Nice. Surprised I came in second for damage despite being in tank role. Thanks for coming along, by the way. That's very helpful. I appreciate your help. I'm going to head off now since the stream is over length by quite a ways. Cool, I'm glad you guys had fun. Next time, I'm not sure what I'll be doing. Probably Fatal Error. I've done Steel Crusade, and after that it's just Death Rattle and Serene Abyss, and hopefully I'll have those unlocked so I can do them all at once through one stream session. By the time we get there, didn't get any. Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, that's it for me. Good night. I hope that you've enjoyed this enough to come back again.